Hello everyone. Today we're going to head over to my mom's to water her garden, and then afterward we're going to head further east into Ontario to my brother's to water his garden. They're away for camping, so we're going to go see what's going on and help the plants out if they need water. We are roughly 30 miles east of my house and at my childhood home. This is my mom and late father's garden. Here we have a tortoise, and then over there, if you guys are curious about Sheldon and are familiar with Sheldon, he's hanging out at my mom's this growing season because we're growing lots and he likes to sample things before they're ready, so he's over here now. Some of the highlights I mentioned yesterday about living in topography where you're on a hill, so this is me on the other side of that. So we're on top and then our neighbors are below us. This is a Valencia orange tree. This is one that my dad planted when we moved here, and that was what, late 80s, so however many years that is. It makes a lot of oranges, and they've been picked clean and they juice very easily and they're super tasty, so I hope to get a Valencia and plant one for myself. This here is a mango tree, and it was grown from seed by my brother's wife's family, who live in Florida. I think this is its third year here. Starting to make some mangoes, so we'll see if there are any mangoes to be had. And down that way are some other trees. Not too much going on. The bear's lime that we're heading to. This is also one that my dad planted shortly after moving here. You can tell how old it is by the girth of the trunk. My older brother gave it a serious pruning, so it's finally growing back from that serious pruning. He took it down all the way to like the bare bones. Kind of see where he cut it back, but there are limes on here now. Yeah, there's a lot of things that my mom plants and she plants for fun, and a lot of succulents and whatnot. So this is the space here. Here are some of the ornamental flowers. My mom grows lots of ornamentals in addition to some veggies, and I think this is where I get my preference for ornamental flowers from. And then coming down this way is a really old pomegranate. This was grown from seed, and by chance it produces really good pomegranates. Very sweet, very dark rind, very big, softball size and bigger pomegranate. They're starting to form, and yeah, it's a very old tree. This is a kaffir lime that my brother air layered, and we'll go out and show you the parent plant in a second. Here we are in the front yard. There's a persimmon that my dad planted, and it's starting to make fruit. Some gladiolas back there came from my garden. This is a Mandarin orange, and they're starting to form again. And then back that way, this is a kaffir lime, and my brother air layered a plant out of this. So there's more kaffir lime leaves than we can use, so we should be pruning it back just to keep it small. The zucchini that I started from seed for my mom, and the difference in climate, this thing is double the size of mine, and zucchinis are forming. Hard to see with the contrast there. And back there is a Meyer lemon that my brother planted. We're now 15 miles further east in Ontario, California, and it looks like my brother's got some bird netting set up, and looks like he was working on expanding his drip prior to leaving on vacation. Just checking on everything. It looks like everything's nice and watered. He's got all the pots that aren't on drip on the lawn, and they're being watered by sprinklers. So let's look at what's grown here and how they're doing since the last time we visited, and let's see what kind of berries or fruit we can eat. And we'll always come and start on this side and look at some of the things that are here, namely the blueberry. So let's go and find some blueberries to pick. Last time we were here, these are beets that are grown from store-bought beets. So the beetroot, he put it in and it turned into a plant. They're now forming seeds. Let's come in here and find. He doesn't have these berries netted up, so most of the berries that are exposed from to the view above are going to be picked off by birds. So the ones that we probably find are going to be in the underneath the blueberry canopy. Tart. That one's tart. That one's tart too. Looks like a tart one. And thanks to a viewer comment with advice on how to pick blueberries, they should just come off when you tug on the plant, on the blueberry, very gently. So this is not giving. You can see the branches moving, but the berry's still on the plant, so it's not ready. But just for our own testing, let's see how it tastes. That one's sweet. That one works. Let's check these out. Plant's not giving either. That one's sweet too. So maybe that's based on the variety. Let's see, are there any other ones? Nope, no more ripe ones. Yeah, let's check on the dirt real quick since we're here. Alright, we'll have to come back and give these guys some water. The dwarf blue curled kale, they're starting to bolt, so there'll be seeds to collect. Pineapple plant. This is an avocado tree, a reed avocado, a young one. And we'll come back down this way, see some more blueberries. Let's go and pick them. Yeah, this one's just a tart variety. Oh, here's some more down here. Okay, this one just basically launched itself from the plant. So we'll taste this one. Yeah, it's just a tart one. Okay, we'll come down this way and look at tomatoes. These are the heirloom pulled tomatoes, and I guess there was something lost in communication. My brother didn't know that they're pulled, so he let them grow au natural and didn't remove any suckers. So we have a mangled mush of different varieties of heirloom tomatoes. It's got some down here. These are probably the Cherokee purple. And these are the same, let's see, yeah, these are Cherokee purple, and the seeds were sowed 215. The same, these are the same batch as the ones that are growing in my garden, and just the difference in climate. It's just amazing. Everything's just growing much quicker in a warmer climate. Um, let's see. Some figs are coming in. This looks like it's drooping a little bit. I don't know if it's ready. It's soft. Okay, let's pick it. It's fighting, but it's soft. Yeah, I don't think it's ready, but we're mangling it all up. This is a lamb Haas avocado. Doing really well. And has really, once again, here's the look of the trunk. Got a really nice girth to it. No buds on it yet. His passion fruit vine, there are passion fruit flowers on it. He had an issue with gophers chewing up leaves or roots, and he didn't get any passion fruit the last 2 years. The plant has come back, and there are passion fruit flowers on there now. Blackberries are coming in. These are giant blackberries. I'm not a huge fan of blackberries. They're too tart for me. So, but we'll try one, see if they taste any different. Check it out. Big giant blackberries. These are good. They're nice and ripe. They're not super tart. This one's fighting. Ooh, that one's tart. Ah, that one's tart. There are more blackberries. We'll pick them, take them home for my wife. She loves blackberries. I guess these have probably dried. Is this what happens when you don't eat a blackberry? I guess this is what happens when you don't eat a blackberry and you have the seeds, or I don't know. Interesting. And it looks like it's just growing in this pot here. Yeah, this plant's just growing in the pot, and probably the roots, yep, the roots are coming out and they've gone into the ground. Okay, let's come down this way and look at this Logan tree. This Logan tree is loaded with blossoms. Incredibly easy to grow here in Southern California, and I believe it grows with great success in the Phoenix, Arizona area. So I guess good plant for the Southwest if you enjoy Logan. This is a patch of flowers. Guava, kumquat, forsythia. I think this is a sapote. And then the various navel oranges and whatnot. I don't remember that one. And let's see, this one, don't remember what it is either. I think this is a cara navel orange. They're pretty much growing along. Let's see here. There's a strawberry we can eat. Payment for checking on your plants. Okay, let's pick it. They'll be back tonight anyways. Very nice. Very nice. I've recently discovered or realized that the seeds give the strawberry the much needed texture. Like, it gives it a really good texture. If it was seedless, it wouldn't be as tasty to me. So yeah, very nice fresh strawberry. It's strawberry season, and even the store-bought ones are really good. So that's the 3-in-1 cherry. Over there is a dwarf Honeycrisp. Not only dwarf, but ultra dwarf. I almost thought that was a snake real quick. I'm so used to um, hiking and looking out for animals that sometimes in my peripheral vision I catch things that look like the animal, but then it turns out not to be, and it gives me a quick scare. Red Baron peach tree. You may have, if you saw yesterday's uploading of the watermelon video, um, we got the Red Baron at the same time, and this is how his is doing. And there is a peach on there. So, yeah, go figure. I just don't have enough sun in some of my growing areas. This is the Royal Blenheim apricot, and last year around this time we came and checked on his plants and they were ready to go, and they're not this time, so we don't have apricots to eat. It's loaded. Apricot is a very fast growing tree. I guess apricot and plums and probably the freestones, the stone fruit, they grow very, very quickly. This is another apricot. Oh wait, this is a Florida Prince, and we've already enjoyed all the Florida Prince peaches out of this guy. Some more apricot. This is, I guess he didn't get around to protecting this tree, but the birds know when the fruit is ripe. It's loaded with fruit. Lots of fruit. And let's see, some mulberry. I think these are just white mulberry. Mulberry, they propagate like, they're so easy to propagate. You get a cutting, stick it, don't really need to do much, it'll turn into a plant for you. Here's some white mulberries. Not too much flavor to them. When they get this slight salmon tinge on them, that's when they're ripe. When they're just white like this, let me show you one. When they're all white, like this one here, let me get the lighting right. It's not ripe, so let's pick one. Let's pick this one to eat. I can't describe the flavor. It's very hard to describe flavor at the moment. Let's see if there are any more mulberry. And it also, from growing these mulberries, it looks like it grows on old growth. The berries form on old growth, so if you have a new shoot, or if you're getting it from cutting, you may have to wait a couple years before you'll get mulberries. Here's another good example of a ripe one with the little pinkish tinge on them. Then this one, not really in focus, is one that's not ripe yet. So let's pick this one. White mulberry. Not a lot of fruit. That one's good. Nice and sweet. It's got this aftertaste that I can't put my finger on right now. Maybe I'll think about it and describe it in a future video. That one's not ready. All right. Yeah. That's the white mulberry. Let's come over here and see. There's more white mulberry. My brother likes propagating plants from cutting, so that's why he has so many. It's something that he enjoys doing, and he sometimes has a hard time finding homes for all these plants. I think he's already given away a handful of them. And also the roses that he propagated, they ended up at my place. But yeah, that's his hobby. What are we looking at here? Semi-dwarf Italian prune. Semi-dwarf Italian prune. So that's pretty much what's here today in Ontario, California, where the climate is always a lot warmer than my place. And I think on top of that, he's got these earthen walls to help capture the day's heat and radiate back onto the plants during the evening. So that's something that I think is to his advantage here in growing all these plants. And yeah, it's gonna be it for now. Thanks for coming out as always and seeing what's growing, and I appreciate you taking your time to watch these videos. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.